recently I have completed my graduation in English literature. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I like to watch movies, TV shows in my free time. And apart from that, nowadays I'm having these kind of online conversations to improve my English. So yeah, that is a very brief introduction of me. And I also would like to know about you.
Definitely. Thanks for giving me this chance. So this is Savi and I hail from Indore. And if I talk about my qualifications, I have completed like you in English literature masters and B.Ed as per teachers, and I have 4 year experience also teaching in pre-primary classes. So yeah, I have also YouTube channel. Recently I have started before 2-3 months. Just I post mostly not conversation, like grammar contents, phrasal verb, fixed preposition, like, and this. And yeah, if somebody interested, then I can upload also this conversation video also, because it's highly demanded these days. Yeah, so
So
this is.
that is very nice to hear, and I also always feel happy, when I'm connecting with a person who has also done English literature. So yeah, that is nice. And also I'm into, teaching field. Like I also want to be a teacher. I have just completed my graduation, so I haven't received my degree yet because it's been only 15 days that I have completed. I got the results. I have, passed with flying colors, I can say. But yeah, it's been 15 days, so you know that degrees won't just come in 15 days. It takes a few months. So I'm waiting for my degree to so I can apply for the jobs. So I want to ask you what kind of tips you want to give as a person who wants to go for a teaching field, like to be a teacher. So what kind of tips you want to give that person?
So first, to tell me which classes you want to go.
Actually, I'm interested in higher level classes. Like I want to teach college students, like first year intern, and like even higher university students. So I have this thought of teaching higher level students. But we don't know. I might end up teaching kids as well. So any kind of tips would be helpful for me.
Yeah, I have idea only school level, not college level, because college level students is much grown and aware, like they can understand easily if we they not bother us, their teacher. So yeah, as a teacher you should provide your knowledge, and you should firstly you should have masters, like you did your masters in English literature. So I think you have knowledge, and then you can provide sufficient knowledge to to your students. So it is important, if we are teacher, then we have to sufficient knowledge, we have must sufficient knowledge, then if we are going to teach somebody. Because as a teacher our responsibility, like we should gain knowledge, then we can provide knowledge also. So yeah, if I talk about maintain the students, so in college level the students is much you can say well known personal.
Discipline.
So yeah, disciplined person, so there's no need to bother you. You can go and you can simply make note also. Then you can firstly make note, then you can able to explain in very easily manner, and student will happy with you if you are explaining very well to from your side. And yeah, then it is important for, I think so.
I want
Yeah.
to ask you, ma'am, that you are speaking very good English and you are also a teacher. So how come you are, taking these online conversations, taking online sessions?
Actually, I didn't have idea, and I didn't think like this, that I am here today. Then I didn't think like I do like this, I will do like this conversation videos, and I will start a YouTube channel also. But recently means before, when I got rejection in 2 schools because of English speaking, then I thought, I determined myself, no, anyhow I want to inculcate, and I anyhow I want to enhance my speaking, because without knowing English speaking we cannot go in any higher level classes. And these days only few only English school in English medium schools. So it's important, if you are English teacher, then it is more important to you. And yeah, so interviewer demands only speaking English, and if you are able to speak English, then you can enter our school. Not matter in class you are speaking front of the students English or not. Yeah, so this is my motive failure, you can say. I got fail, and then I determined myself, and I am preparing before 2 3 months. And I am consistent, because consistent is the key to success. So if we consistent practice daily, do practice daily, do listening daily, and which tools we are applying. Four tools: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So if we are daily doing, then we can do, right?
Yeah.
So and how I started my journey, and this time at least I'm speaking front of you a little bit, which I'm uh, speaking.
Yeah, I think you're speaking pretty good. Like there are some grammatical mistakes, but I know you know about grammar. But when we're speaking, we don't, we don't realize that we are making mistakes unless when we watch ourselves, and we can correct it by the time by we keep speaking. Then we can correct ourselves. Similarly, I was also initially I was also making grammatical mistakes. Then I you keep watching my videos, I realized that this particular sentence are I'm doing the mistakes. So I realized, then I corrected myself, and I can now I watch my recent videos, I see that there are no mistakes in grammar. So I kind of feel proud that okay, I have at least achieved that thing, that I am not making grammatical mistakes. But yeah, sometimes what happens is that you keep speaking and you forget the words in between, you stuck in between. So that happens sometimes. But yeah, other than that, I'm also going with the flow smoothly, I can say. And you mentioned very good thing that you rejected for 2 times. Now you are doing something, like at least you are doing something, you are not giving up. That is the major thing people should realize. They should keep trying. They should not feel disappointed when they get rejected by something. Instead they should do something, like you are trying to improve your English, you are trying to get the fluency in English. So you are doing something, so you can be the example for some people who will watch this video. I hope at least you will motivate some people who are who always get disappointed if they get rejected, so they just give up. So they might get motivated by you.
Yeah, because give up is not solution. Yeah, we have to work on it. If we are failed, then we can work on it. It means we have to need lots of work, then we can work on it and move ahead. Not bother, no need to bother of that thing. Yeah, so I know my grammatical mistakes I am doing only because I have no vocab issue and phrase any type grammar issue. But in at the speaking time I know where I do. Yeah, so I want to
Yeah.
remove from my glitches also. That's why I'm practicing daily, and reading, writing. I'm also consistent in this language, and I'm improving day by day. So can you introduce your English journey? How you started?
Yeah, okay. Obviously, I will definitely share my English learning journey. So, if I talk about my spoken English journey, because so many people ask your English journey, like learning journey. So, if we talk about English learning journey, then we are learning English from childhood, like from ABC to grammar and so on. But if I talk about when it comes to speaking, so it's been 6 or 7 months. Like I have started to realize that spoken part is also very important in November 2023. So from November to this is the April. So it's been 6 months, I guess, or 7 months that I have been trying to improve my English fluency and trying to make myself grammatically correct. Because as you know that we are English literature students, so when we are studying like English literature or course, when we are asked any questions, for example, if we are reading any novel in English literature, so our teachers will ask us, tell us the themes from this novel, so we have to answer them in English, right? So I have been speaking English, but it was like I was fluent in English, but I was not grammatically correct. And the teachers were also not correcting us because they were just understanding the answer, and they were here to talk about novels and the course that we are, the literature course that was supposed to be taught, right? So they were not correcting us grammatically. So when I was about to graduate, like in November 2023, as I told you, it's then I had like 2 or 3 months I was supposed to graduate. So then I realized, okay, now I have to do something. Like I knew that I was speaking fluent, but I was making grammatical mistakes. So I thought, now I'm about to graduate. If I graduate and I will go for searching for the jobs, then they will not spare me if I speak grammatically wrong. So I have to do something to fix my mistake, to be grammatically correct while I speak. So it's been 6 or 7 months that I am speaking. I'm having these conversations, and I'm trying to correct myself grammatically. And yeah, this is my journey, I can say.
So how did you think you have upload video and you have to make a channel also?
Yeah, so it was like that. I was having conversation with so many YouTubers, and they were uploading my conversation video on their channel, but it was kind of getting difficult to remember their channel names because I wanted to see my videos. I wanted to see myself speaking, to know that where I am lacking, where I'm making mistakes, and I was not remembering the names of their channel. So that's when I realized I should open my on channel so I can upload my videos, and then I can watch my own videos, because all the videos will be mine, and I can open any videos, and I can also compare myself from my old videos to my recent ones. I can see the growth I have made in English learning, spoken journey, and if I make grammatical mistakes as now as well, or I have completely got rid of making grammatical mistakes, like I am completely correct while I'm speaking. So that was the reason that I thought to open a YouTube channel.
Okay, so how many subscriber you got up to now?
It's up to now, like I don't have that much subscribers. It's been 4 months that I have opened YouTube channel, and I have around 200 subscribers.
You got good.
Okay, thank you. Like I'm also not consistent with uploading. I upload in like 2 or 3 days gap. Like I do have all the videos I can upload on daily basis, but I don't have the time to edit because I'm also busy with some other things. So yeah,
But
it takes
English
time to edit a video.
English speaking is pretty good. I can hear you. Yeah, there's no glitches. So you can you should consistent and you should maintain your consistency. That is helpful for people, other people's, right?
Yeah.
And you can get connect also Santa ma'am and Manju ma'am. I think you know
I think
about.
I had conversation with Shanta ma'am, and
Okay.
Manju is the Manju one, that grammar with Manju.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have actually emailed her, but she didn't respond yet. Like it's been a
She,
month, over a month. I have emailed her, but she didn't respond me. But I had conversation with Shanta ma'am already.
Manju ma'am is very busy. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I
online.
can see, like, because she has so many subscribers, so many people must be approaching her. That is why. So I will try to email her again and see. Let's see if I get connected to her.
Definitely, I had a conversation before 2 months. So yeah, I had a conversation. Okay, so would you mind anything to introduce yourself? I know I would love to know about your syllabus. Actually, I want to compare India syllabus and their syllabus.
English literature. Yeah, so we have drama, and we have literature, American literature and Pakistani literature. We read some of Indian literature as well. For example, God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. So that is Indian novel. and world literature. So these are the subjects that we have, like American literature, Pakistani literature, and world literature is there. Then drama one, drama two, fiction one, fiction two, and
Poetry.
poetry one, poetry two. So these poetry one and these are the sections that are divided by semester. So in first semester, like we have poetry one, then in the second semester we will be having poetry two. Then we have our mother tongue, that is Sindhi, and Islamiyat is also there. So these are the subjects we are taught in first year of the English literature. In final years, we just had American literature, and yeah, and we had some new subjects introduced as like syllabus material development and syllabus design was also the subject that we were taught. And there was another subject that was introduced, which was it was something like learning language through literature. So yeah, these were the subjects that we had in final year. And so ELT, English language teaching. So in ELT, we were taught about the ways of teaching. Like there was Suggestopedia and direct method,
Mm.
GTM, grammar teaching method. So we were taught different kind of methods to teach. So these were the
Yeah.
subjects that we had.
Similar to here also. Similar to here also. Like Indian literature is here, so that's why Shakespeare, drama, fiction, prose,
Yeah.
like all these things. And yeah.
Shakespeare is so like when you are learning Shakespeare, it's so deep. Like you have to learn about his life. Then he has so written so many plays. Oh my God, it's mind-boggling sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I love literature part more than grammar, because there's sensational novels, tragedy, bloodshed. That's why
Oh my
I love
God.
it all. Yeah. So when
So
I
is there
yeah.
any particular genre that is your favorite in English literature? And if they like genre something comedy, tragedy, and something like that. And if you have any favorite genre, then what is particular novel or poetry you have favorite in English literature?
I love Wordsworth poetry because he's a nature poet. He was a nature poet. That's why I love his poetry, like nature poetry, daffodils, and solitary reaper. I love these poems because when we read, then we feel wow. We are plunging into this nature. So yeah, I love mostly Wordsworth nature poetry. And yeah,
Same here.
on we can say Shakespeare की तो बात ही क्या.
Yeah, that is some people are drama called him dramatist of all time, right? Like his dramas are like for every generation, something like
Yeah.
that. I don't remember, but there was this line and something. And talking about Wordsworth, I also like his poetry. To be very honest, because he was a romantic poet and he only wrote about nature, and there was no moral of you just have
Yeah.
to enjoy the beauty, right? And I am also kind of into these things because there are other poems who are giving us some kind of a message, and it kind of get difficult to analyze the message and to understand, because teachers tells us just read it and try to identify the message by yourself, and it gets difficult because the language of poetry is so difficult. So that's why I prefer romantic poets who wrote about just like nature, and we just have to read and enjoy the beauty of it. There is no need to get any kind of message or theme, something like that. So we are free
Poetry
from those things.
poetry has a main message. Like Tennyson's have Tennyson Lotus Eater and Tithonus. So it's a very good message given by them through the poetry. So I love this poetry level in literature. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like that I don't love poetries that has messages. I do love them, but I prefer more, nature poetries more. So yeah, there those poetry messages, those poetries like classical poetries, they have the messages. So yes, I do adore them. Like they have done fabulous jobs. It's just that I prefer nature poetry.
So okay, we should wind
Yeah.
up the system.
Yeah,
Thank
it is getting close to 20 minutes. So yeah, definitely. I really enjoyed conversation with you, and I already mentioned that I get happy to connect a person who is also from literature background. So it was
I
really a fruitful
also
conversation with you. So thank you so much.
thank you so much.